All right, America. I made it to day 4. All right. I made it to day 4. This is if I was president for a day, abortion. Now, I realize this one is going to be a bit more controversial. This one had a lot of religious stakes, people emotional state, and many other things that people feel. That's it's a lot of feelings, okay? And it's a lot of controlling and lack of control when it comes to abortion, depending on where you live in America. I want to simplify this. Very simple. All right. I want women to be able to get an abortion. I don't think it's now when I say that, I don't mean like the abortion where like they vacuum out the baby. Like that's too that's too much. That's too much. And even though people like to say it's not a baby, it's a baby to me. Um, that's too much for me. Um, whether it's prevention via birth control or Plan B or it's the pill, I think all those are fine. I think where you're getting to the point where there's a machine in there literally scraping uh, what would be uh, a living being down the road, what we would qualify as a living being, the beginning stages of a beginning of a human being. Uh, I think that's a lot. That's a lot. It's very graphic. Um, Now, with women being able to do that, and you guys having your bodily autonomy back, I would put on the table up to what point. Uh, I think I think it's fair if you go maybe 3 or 4 months, 3 or 4 months, because I mean, a fetus is not viable outside the womb, and a lot of women do lose their baby within the first trimester. So I think that window of a first trimester being open for abortion, when it could just happen naturally, you lose the baby. I think that's not too much of a stretch. I don't think it's insane. I don't think it's crazy. Now, to address the moral issue, this is this is me talking, right? This is me talking here, but it's also somewhat biblically backed up. I went and did some research before this. I was looking through scripture, Christian wise, because a lot of people they're like, "I'm Christian. I didn't want to." At the end of the day, in what I found out, because I thought it said all sins were equal, whatever. It doesn't quite say that. What it says is that all sins lead to you being separated from righteousness, which separates you from God. That's what it does say. Because it says that, right? You can assume gluttony is a problem. That means I should go down the street and I should shut down the Golden Corral that's around the corner. There's a Golden Corral around the corner. I should shut that down. That means the liquor store that's down the street. And I believe I have, yeah, you can't really see them, but I have behind the tie thing up there. I have 2 bottles of tequila. Those bottles of tequila and my me purchasing it shouldn't exist. I shouldn't be able to get drunk. It's a problem. Las Vegas should be demoed, full demolition, because gambling that is a sin. I know people don't want to look at those sins the same. And granted, there are sins that have different severity of consequence. Not that they're not equal in separation from God, which is the penalty of the wages of sin and death and blah 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 blah. Like it says all that. That separation, um, they're all equal in that category, but the severity of consequence is not. Therefore, since the severity of consequence is different, I believe we can safely assume, though, that neither of those things are going to get you to heaven. Doing those things, making it an active part of your lifestyle. Lying, for instance, not that's not good. It's a sin. Because why would a righteous person lie? Hmm? Hmm? What part of righteousness is that? Premarital sex. The reason why you're having an abortion in the first place, more than likely. Um, and I do think abortions for sure should be allowed in the case of, you're talking about incest, you're talking about uh, assaults of a sexual nature. Um, we're talking about what else? What else? Incest. So yeah, and then I said social. Yeah, yeah. I believe that's it. So that's what I do. And as far as for men, since I'm here, because I mentioned it in my day 3, uh, men should be able to get a what should be called a financial one-time abortion. I'm standing on that. One time, one child, your entire life, to where you go, you know what? Nah, this is a mistake. I didn't want this to happen. I wasn't able. I can't make her have an abortion, and boom, you forfeit all rights. All rights. Now, if the child wants to come see you, hey, so be it. Child want to know who their father is, and they want to reach out. So be it. So be it. That's the child's right to know who their parents are. And if you want to communicate with the child in that scenario, that is fine. But you, under that scenario, are not to reach out. You are not to be a part. You are to pretend like it never happened. But if the child reaches out to you, you can respond. Okay, that's how that's gonna work. Uh, with that being said, this has been day 4. Uh, hopefully this wasn't too controversial, and I make it to day 5, because in day 5, oh, we got some issues to go over. We have an issue to go over, more so one particular issue, and if you want to know what that is,